But if I'm not focusing on these 4 things, I am not actually doing what I need to be doing to build the business I want to build, create the freedom I want to create, and be able to make the impact that I can make by generating wealth that I can give back. How did I build a multi-million-dollar business by the time I was 30? Well, I didn't wake up every day at 5 a.m. I didn't read a book a day, and I definitely did not meditate. Say what? I know, there's a bunch of videos on this topic on YouTube. I've watched a lot of them, and a lot of them say you need to meditate every day, you need to wake up at 5 a.m., and you need to read all day, every day. Here's the thing though, those are great habits of people who are already rich, but if you're trying to get rich and you're trying to make money and build your business and build your empire, you just need to know some very simple habits that will help you get there. Yes, today I meditate and I wake up, well, I still don't really wake up early. I wake up at like 7, 8 each day, not super early. And I do read more. But that's because I've created the freedom to be able to do that. But if you're on your journey, give this video a like, because we're gonna dive into 7 simple habits that you can be doing right now to get rich. Because if everybody did those things, wake up early, meditate, read every day, and that's all it took, wouldn't we all be rich? Think about that for a second, right? So let's get into some real habits that are actually gonna help you. Plus, I'm gonna share a really, really simple but really, really important habit that one of the youngest female billionaire in the world lives by. So stay tuned for that. Habit number 1 may seem obvious, but it's not. Focus on the things that make you money first. Period, end of story. When you're trying to build wealth, you need to be focused on what's actually driving revenue, not the things that are distractions, because everyone in the world can be distracted, but not everybody in the world is actually capable of building real wealth for themselves. So I'm gonna show you something really quickly. Every single day, I have 4 things on my wall. That's it, 4. Those are the only 4 things that are my main focuses for the day. Everything else, yes, it's important, but if I'm not focusing on these 4 things, I am not actually doing what I need to be doing to build the business I want to build, create the freedom I want to create, and be able to make the impact that I can make by generating wealth that I can give back. So these are the 4 things. I want to book sales calls for my programs, drive webinar traffic for my products, get testimonials, because the more people who have success with our programs, the more testimonials we have and the easier it is to sell, which at this point we have a lot of testimonials, so that's great. Product development, creating the best product in the business, creating the best programs in the business. 4 things, that's it. That's the only focus I have on a daily basis. So if I'm focused on those 4 things every day, I know I'm focused on the bottom line of my business. And let's be honest, getting rich is cool, but I don't give a flying F about having a Lambo, living in a mansion, any of that ish. What I care about is sustainability. I care about being able to have savings. I care about being able to invest in real estate. I care about being able to give back to the things and the causes that mean the most to me. I care about potentially taking care of my family. Those are things I care about. And those 4 things are the things that will drive revenue in my business. And they're the only 4 things that I am focused on a daily basis. Whenever I get pulled away from them, I need to ask myself, how is this getting me towards my goal of making X amount this year or X amount this month? And if it's not, I'm not gonna do it. Habit number 2, you're gonna think I'm crazy. Delete your to-do list. I know, you think I'm nuts. This is why, let me explain. Productivity is not profitable if it's not focused on the right things. So being productive is not always beneficial if you're focused on just getting a to-do list done, but the to-do list has nothing to do with those 4 key goals that we just talked about that you need to be focused on every day to actually drive revenue and to actually make money and to actually get rich. Productivity isn't profitable if you're focused on the wrong things. You can quote me on that, put it in the comments below, repeat it, sing it from your, rooftop, whatever you need to do. So a to-do list can be a dangerous thing, and I'm the queen of this because if I have a to-do list, I need to cross off every single thing on the list or else I'm not satisfied. And not everything on that list is actually beneficial or helpful, and sometimes it's busy work and sometimes other people could be doing it so that I'm not spending my time on it and I'm spending my time on the things that are actually driving revenue and wealth in the business, for the team, for everything that I need to be building that wealth for. Delete your to-do list and only focus on the things that are actually going to be driving that revenue and pushing the needle forward. i.e., if I need to get testimonials, which I showed you is one of those key things, I'll send out emails, and that'll be one thing that I need to focus on for the day to my clients, or I'll do a social media post, but everything is done with intention. The moment that you stop having intention for the things that you're doing is the moment that you get into real trouble and you just start doing things to do them, and that is not helpful. Other things like just posting to social media to post to social media, or just scrolling through your Instagram stories to scroll through your Instagram stories, those things are not going to make you rich. I hate to break it to you. Posting for the purpose of getting testimonials or driving traffic to your conversion site or your product, those things, those will make you rich. See what I'm doing here? All kind of ties together. Habit number 3, and this is so vital and so simple, and it goes back to what I just said, plan your week and your day the night before. Now, I might make a whole other video on this. Let me know in the comments if you want me to, but how I plan my week and how I plan my day is extremely intentional. And I need to see my whole week on a Sunday, or even sometimes I'll do it on a Friday, just to know what I have coming up in the next week so I don't get distracted. Because if you just kind of take it day by day, it's so easy to get caught up in that busy work and that stuff that's not actually making a difference. So plan your week ahead of time and block out time for things like learning a new skill or a new task that's ultimately going to help you make money, or build your business or your brand bigger, so you can make more money. Build in things like sales. How are you going to drive sales? Block out time in your calendar to actually do that. So block out time in your calendar and make sure that you have all those things covered. Plus, for me, when I say get rich, and the title of this video is seven simple habits that will make you rich, I'm talking about rich, yes, monetarily, but also if you're rich just in finances, you're not really rich. Because there's a lot of really sad people with a lot of money. So I also mean when you plan your week ahead of time, make time for friends, block out that time, block out time for exercise, block out time for family. So that's like a whole other can of worms and a whole other video I could make. Let me know if you want me to make it, because I totally will. But most important thing is like take an audit of your week on the Friday or the Sunday before, see everything you have coming up, and see how you can prioritize those top 4 things we discussed in habit number 1, or top 3 things, whatever they may be, so that they actually get done during the week. And you have time to have a whole life, friends, family, exercise, whatever else, because it's no fun to be sick and rich, you know? The youngest female billionaire in the world, Sarah Blakely, founder of Spanx, she is the person who really owns habit number 3, which is mindset. And she speaks about mindset being the most important asset when it comes to being an entrepreneur. And mindset is to entrepreneurs as physical strength and capacity is to athletes. It's that important. You got to be working on it daily. So a couple of habits that myself, and I know a lot of the people that I look up to and admire, and some of the most wealthy people in the entire world, practice daily: gratitude. So every single morning, in my head, I'm writing down something that I'm grateful for, and I usually come up with a whole list. The more that you have gratitude for the things around you, even the little things, the more abundance you create, because the more you're aware of what's possible, because you're actually taking notice of everything that's good in your life. So it's simple. Just sit there and write down 3 things you're grateful for. Are you alive? Be grateful for that. Are you breathing? Be grateful for that. Are you healthy? Be grateful for that. All of those things count. And then the other part of that, at the end of the day, I always give myself a pat on the back, because as somebody who is driven as hell, it's easy to forget to celebrate the wins, and it's easy to just have laser focus on where you want to go and what you want to do. So I got into the practice about a year ago of giving myself a pat on the back and saying, you know what, you accomplished this today, or you accomplished this week. That's amazing. And even if it's a little thing, if you don't take time to celebrate those wins, you'll end up sad and rich. Which is not fun, or just sad. Who knows? So the mindset piece is really, really important. And also cultivating confidence and making sure that you're taking in the right things to have a good mindset. And also what I was talking about in the previous habit is making sure that you're not reactive and you're being intentional, you're proactive about everything. That's why planning your week ahead, planning your day ahead is so important, because it puts you in control, you in the driver's seat. So you're super confident in every move you make and every decision, and you know that you're doing exactly what you need to be doing to get rich. So mindset is key. Some of the things I'll do is listen to audiobooks on a daily basis. If I'm in my car, that's usually what I'm listening to. Listening to like a motivational playlist when I go to the gym. Watching motivational videos on YouTube. There's so many things that you can do to feed your mind with the right content so that you become the most confident version of yourself. Because if you're not confident on a daily basis, how in the world are you gonna make the impact that you wanna make or generate the revenue you want to generate? It's just not possible. Mindset is freaking key. Ooh, this is a goodie. Habit number 5, do the things, don't talk about doing the things. So funny thing happens in social media where people will talk and make claims about everything they're going to do when they haven't actually done it and may not ever do it. So I'm a big believer in doing the work, taking the action, and allowing your success to be the noise. And I know there's a quote that says something like that, but that's really what I live by. Do the work in silence and let the success be your noise, because claiming you're gonna do something is not doing it, and it's taking you away from actually doing the things that are actually going to make you rich in all aspects of your life, give you abundance, and make a real impact. So don't talk about it, be about it. Habit number 6, I think this is something that most high performers practice, and it's something that changed the game for me when I started doing it. Block your time and protect the crap out of it. So what I mean when I say this is, I kind of mentioned it earlier, but I block out my schedule on a weekly basis so that I fit in things that make my whole life happy, full, and rich. Meaning time with friends, time with family, time to exercise, time to eat healthy, time to read, time to do all of those things. So I actually know I need to do them. Otherwise, I would literally work all day, every day, because I like it and I'm crazy. But I need to block out that time so I'm actually happy and have a whole life. So blocking your time is really important. And then the other piece of this is protecting the crap out of your time. Saying no is so okay. You have to say yes a lot when you're getting started, and you have to say yes to most of the opportunities that come your way. And I've been in your shoes where you want to say yes to everything, but be cautious of the things you say yes to, and always go back to your main points, your main goals, the things that are actually going to make you money. Habit number 1, most important. And if the thing that you're being asked to do or the opportunity that comes your way doesn't align with those, then it probably doesn't need to be done, because your time is your most valuable resource. You don't get it back. It's not renewable. And at the end of your life, I highly doubt you're going to be sitting there wishing that you worked more. I think you're going to be wishing that you had more time to spend with your friends and your family and to do the things that actually mattered to you. So your time is vital. Block it. Block your calendar for the things that you want to accomplish on a weekly basis, and also the things that just make you happy. I do a dance class every week. I block that in my calendar to make sure that I actually do it, because it allows me to be a happier, more confident, healthier version of myself, which then allows me to ultimately make more money and make a bigger impact. So super, super important that you do that. And then also just say no, and know that it's okay to say no, and being cautious of how much you love yourself. And self-love and self-worth is not a selfish thing to do. It's actually a really wonderful and abundant thing to do, because the more full you are, the more your cup is full, the more you can give back to other people. Habit number 7 kind of relates to habit number 1. Monitor your money. I don't know one person who has built a lot of wealth who's like, I don't really know. I don't know where it comes from. I don't really know what's happening on a daily basis. I don't really know what's going on in my bank account. And I can be honest with you and say that I used to be the person who was like, I don't really know what's going on. And then I had to get really smart about managing my finances. And as the business has grown and we've brought in multiple millions in revenue, I've had to be on top of my revenue. And I wish that I had started earlier. I wish that I had been mindful of what's coming in, what's going out, and you should start from day 1. And whether you have a business or not, be checking your bank statements on a weekly, monthly, but weekly was even better basis, and be cautious of what you're spending. Again, the wealthiest people in the world are not the people who are driving around in Lambos and flaunting their cash and making it rain. that's cool. But generally the people who are like ridiculously wealthy, i.e., let's look at someone like Mark Zuckerberg. Dude wears pretty much the same thing every day. Steve Jobs pretty much wore the same thing every single day. Not a lot of flash about him. So the people who are real wealthy generally are pretty minimal, and they're very mindful of their money, and they don't really change their spending habits no matter how much money they make. Now, it's a personal choice. If you want to make it rain, make it rain. And of course, you can have your moments where you can be flashy, but you have to be mindful of money if you actually want to create more wealth in your life. So those are the 7 simple habits. You can start doing these right now, and let me know in the comments which ones you're gonna start doing today, because these will start to make a huge difference for you. Let me know in the comments, give this a like if it was helpful for you, and let me know if you want more videos like this or what kind of videos you wanna see on Fridays, because I'm posting new videos every Friday. They're a little different than our Tip Tuesday videos, and I am open to your thoughts on what kind of videos you want me to create. So I hope this was helpful for you. I know that if I was you and I was just getting started out, man, I would have loved to have seen a video like this. So I hope this was helpful and impactful for you. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. Be sure to subscribe for new videos every single week, Tuesdays and Fridays, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Oh wait, before I forget, make sure that you take a screenshot and tag me on Instagram at SONY Lenarduzzi. Share this out on Instagram and let me know what you thought of this video. So thanks guys, see you soon, bye. Happy Friday.